Hey, welcome back to Double G's Garage. Working on the Baja, getting ready to show you what we're doing to it. Going a little bit slow today, having a little bit of problems with my knee, but hey, we're getting it done. Gonna show you what we're doing. Sorry if there's some background noise. It's super windy today here in Carolina. So we got the rear Baja bumper pulled off, and we're literally a couple of bolts away from getting ready to pull the engine out. And then we're gonna start tearing it down and check out and see what we find with those bent valves. And we got parts ordered, so we'll be fixing this engine and getting this back on the road as quick as we can. And check this out. The Baja came with the original owner's manual, and also the previous owner gave me a picture of what it looked like before it was converted into a Baja. Cool street car. And even before that, I've got a picture. It was just a yellow standard 72 Beetle. Okay, so we got the engine out of the Baja, and just in case you haven't ever seen what we use to pull engines here at Double G's Garage, I just thought I'd take a minute and show you. Perfect jack for doing this is one of the Pittsburgh Harbor Freight motorcycle jacks. If you take a look at it, it's like a perfect stand for pulling a bug engine out, and it's got a lot of lift to it. So it's really nice. It's wider than a standard floor jack. You don't have to worry about the engine falling off of it. It's just a really good setup. So if you haven't ever used one of those Pittsburgh Harbor Freight motorcycle jacks, pick one up. Makes it so much easier to pull these bug engines out. All right, we're getting ready to unseal the fate of our Baja engine here and see what's going on there. If you look real close, the valve's not coming out, and that was one of the cylinders that had spit the push rod out. So I'm guessing I'm gonna find a bent valve right there. Let's take it apart and see what we find. Well, I just got to tell you, not at all what I expected to find in the Baja engine. Big surprise. So I'm going to get off track here for a second and show you what I found wrong with the 69 convertible that I own. And then it'll tie into what I found with the Baja. So here's the piston out of the engine for my 69 convertible, which, by the way, I've already rebuilt. It's ready to go. This 69 that I have was parked in a barn in 1983. And this is why it was parked in 1983. Why a 14-year-old car was parked in a barn in 1983. People. You gotta quit dropping stuff down your intake on your Volkswagens. It's detrimental to the engine. So stop it right now. This is an ultimatum. Stop dropping foreign objects down the intake manifold or down the spark plug hole of your Volkswagen engines. It's not good for it. So I've got problems with the Baja with the number 3 and the number 2 cylinders. So opposite sides of the engine, same problem. The pushrod tube for the intake valve was spit out. And I thought for sure I was going to find an over-revved engine that floated the valves, spit the pushrod out, hung up the valve, piston slapped the valve, and I had a bent valve. Not at all what I found. Here's what I found. So no piston to valve contact at all. No wonder the valve won't close. One of your chrome sheet metal screws is dropped down the intake manifold. Again, like I said earlier, people. You gotta quit dropping foreign objects down your intake on your Volkswagens. It's not good for it. I could probably pop that out of there and check that valve seat and make sure it's not damaged and put this back together and it would run. I don't know, maybe the valve's bent at this point, hard to say. I'm putting new heads on it, new cylinders in it, resealing it, doing a top end overhaul on it. But not at all what I expected to find in here. Well, that's about it for today, or should I now say tonight's Double G's Garage episode. Last day of vacation, been on vacation all week, you can tell. Hanging out by the pool, relaxing a little bit. In case I didn't mention it earlier, tore up my knee. Got some things going on there. It's kind of slowing me down. Got to go get an MRI next week. Hopefully everything's going to turn out good there. But hey, next step, we've got parts on order. We're going to do 1641 top engine rebuild on the Baja, reseal everything, put a new clutch in it, new cylinder heads, new pistons, new push rod tubes, and then of course a whole engine gasket set. And we'll check in play and all that good stuff while we got it apart. But stay tuned for part 2. And be safe out there. Take care. If you like what you saw, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us out here. And we appreciate you stopping by and watching our videos.